Hi everyone. So in today's video, we will cover the concept of this dynamic block. So till now, we have seen different videos on different various topics. So we have covered file creation, five-page Terraform data and output block, Terraform state file, conditional resource creation, VPC creation using the Terraform. And furthermore, we will be covering this EC2 instance creation. I have already covered RDS creation, event notification through Lambda function. Right now, I'm covering this dynamic block concept with the help of this Terraform, correct? So we are covering this one, dynamic block in Terraform. So for that, I have written down the code here, and here we will be creating one DB parameter group. So as you can see, we are having this AWS DB parameter group and the alias of the resource. It will be just to inform you, it will be a short video here, and we will be just covering the concept of the dynamic block, correct? So this is AWS DB parameter group resource and alias name is DB parameter group. And we are using one function lower. Lower function is basically used for doing the lower case, correct? So whatever the name we pass either in the lower case or the upper case, this lower function will just do the lower, it will just lower down the name of the DB parameter group itself. Correct. So lower within the lower function, we are passing one variable with the name customer name and then hyphen DB parameter. Then in the family of this DB, we are passing the variable DB engine. Then element is one of the function, and then there is a second function split. So what the split will do with the help of this DB engine version, it will break the that particular value on this particular point, decimal point, and it will pick up the value, and then it will merge it with the DB engine. Correct. So the zeroth one, it will break it into 0 and 1. So as you can see, let me show you on the variable part. So DB engine version has the value 13.4. Just suppose that this is 13.4. Now the split function will break this 13.4 based on the decimal. So 13.4 will be breaked in 13 and 4, correct? Just to show you, 13.4 is the value. Now this will be break. So it will be 13 and then 4, correct? So this will be the zeroth and this will be the first. So this will be break in two part 0 and 1. So now what the logic says, it will break on the decimal and then the zeroth point will be picked up. That means 13 will be picked up and it will be merged with the div engine. So element will merge it with the div engine, correct? So the family name will be Postgres 13.4 because the DB engine has the value Postgres, correct? You can see. So this is how family name will be there, and then the description DB parameter group for variable dot customer name, correct? Then the concept of dynamic block comes here. So what we are doing in here for the parameter, like as you can see in the RDS DB parameter group, let me open up the RDS section here. So in the RDS, there is an option of parameter groups. And in the parameter group, if you get into the creation of create parameter, and if you create any parameter group, you will see there are a number of parameter groups which are there, correct? Like, let me open the one which is default one, correct? So within this default parameter group, you can see there are multiple parameters for 04, correct? So there is a search path. Let me search that. Search path is there. Then log retention period is there. Log retention period, correct? So there are multiple parameters and you have to set the value for all of this, correct? So what we will be doing with the help of this dynamic block, we will be retrieving the key and value for each parameters. So you can see in the variable block for the DB parameter group, we have two parameters. As you can see here, there are 404, correct? So out of this 404, we are picking it up for the two, log connection and the search path. So what the dynamic block will do, it will retrieve over this map, and in the key, it will pick up the search path, log connection, and in the value, it will set the blue admin and the one, correct? So dynamic parameter, correct? This is the variable here for each variable dot db parameter group. So it will go to the db parameter group variable and it will retrieve over that. So this is the variable db parameter group. Then for each will work, for each will go one by one for all these key value. So it will pick up search path parameter dot key, then it will pick up the value, then it will search the value search path equal to blue admin, that it will set, then it will go for the log connection and then the value one. So this is how it will work and it will set the value. Then there is of course life cycle, create before destroy. That is true to have the maximum availability. And the tags, obviously you can create a number of tags based on your requirement. So let's save it and run it. Sorry. Control Terraform init. Okay, command not again. Check the spelling. Okay, the command itself has been incorrect. Terraform init. It's being initialized. And once initialization will be done, we will just like other days, we will be running this Terraform plan and the Terraform apply. So that will be correct. So you can check for other DB parameter groups, and if you have any questions in between that, you can ask it to me, correct? So now you can see Terraform initialization is done. Let me clear this, and down we will be running this Terraform plan. If you ask any kind of questions that will hit and it will okay, let me check the error. Variable dot customer name. Customer name has not been declared. This variable can be declared with the variable customer name. Okay, it says variable customer name is not declared. I think I have declared. It's declared customer name. Customer name. Why is it not picking it up? Let me save this variable dot customer name. Main.tf. Let me rerun it again. Okay, plan one to add. You can see correct. Then let's add it do the Terraform apply. And here we will run this auto approve. We don't want to do yes and no at the runtime. Plan one to add, it's been created. Operation error radius, creative parameter group. Demo is not authorized. Okay, so the user does not have the access. Let me give the access to the user. With the help of that, we are logging into our AWS account. So I'll be just giving the RDS full access to my user. So this is demo user. And for this user, I will be, if you can see, there is a access of HT2, S3, VPC, Lambda, IAM. Now I want to create the RDS related things. So I will have to give the RDS access as well. Here I'm giving the full access, but if you can do it limited based on your requirement. Next, add permissions, done. Let me rerun it, Terraform apply, and it will do. RDS create DB parameter group action that was prevented, correct? So you can pass the inline policy as well, or you can give the full access. It has been added. Let's get into the RDS one and we will see the DB parameter group. So right now there was no parameter group. There was only one default, but now one has been created with the name demo DB parameter. And within this, if you see, for the two value like what we had done, this value has been set search path blue admin that we had saved, correct? We had saved this search path equal to blue admin, and then log connection one we have saved. Let me search for that. Log connections, you can see one. So this is how you can use apply type dynamic, and it has been modified, correct? It's modifiable value, so it has been modified. Few of the values are not modifiable, correct? So you can check on that. Non-modifiable. So this value is non-modifiable. Some values are modifiable. So you can change the dynamic value for these parameters, correct? So this is how you can use the concept of this dynamic block, and you can apply in your Terraform resources whenever you are doing the correct. So now I'll be doing the destroy as well. Terraform destroy so that resources will be cleaned up. Auto proof. Terraform destroy auto proof. It will do delete the everything. So this is how you can see, you can write down your dynamic block, you can implement that, and you can retrieve over a variable, a kind of map, correct? So thank you for this watching this video, and if you have any questions you can ask in comment section, and you can reach out to me, so I'll be helping you personally, correct? So thank you. Bye bye.